Breaking news coming in the last couple of minutes because it's now been confirmed by Sports Illustrated, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful and Brian Alvarez of F4W Online that CM Punk and Jack Perry have officially been suspended by All Elite Wrestling following their backstage physical altercation this past weekend, all in London at Wembley Stadium. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrest News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there's plenty of news stories to get into in the world of All Elite Wrestling. We actually just filmed a video talking about the latest details and aftermath of the CM Punk Jack Perry backstage altercation this past weekend at AEW All In at Wembley Stadium in London. Now, yesterday it was tweeted by Brian Alvarez that the belief was within All Elite Wrestling that CM Punk and Jack Perry had been suspended due to their physical altercation backstage, pending the results of an internal investigation. Now, previously, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful had said that they'd heard the same rumours, but they haven't been able to confirm them. Well, seemingly now it has been confirmed CM Punk and Jack Perry will not be competing this Sunday at AEW All Out at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, because Sports Illustrated is reporting this, and Sports Illustrated was fed the news recently about AEW's re-signing of the Elite, so most likely this line does officially come from All Elite Wrestling. It's been written by Justin Barrasso, published not too long ago at the time of recording this video, and it says that CM Punk and Jack Perry have both been suspended for an altercation before the start of the All In pay-per-view. Sports Illustrated has confirmed. The incident remains under investigation by AEW. It began on Sunday during the All In pre-show. In the middle of Perry's match against Hook, there was a spot that involved a car window. Perry looked into the camera and said, quote, "It's real glass, cry me a river." That comment appeared to be pointed directly at Punk, who had objected to Perry's desire to use real glass on a recent episode of AEW Collision on TNT. On Sunday, when Perry returned backstage after the pre-show match, he exchanged words with Punk. Though there are multiple accounts of what actually took place, eyewitnesses have confirmed there was physicality between Punk and Perry. It's important to note that, as the commotion unfolded, AEW was mere moments away from the most significant pay-per-view in company history. All In was scheduled to start with CM Punk against Samoa Joe, but due to the altercation, there was a quick but significant discussion about having a different match, the six-man tag pitting Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and Hangman Adam Page against Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Konosuke Takeshita, open the show instead of the Real World Championship match. The wrestlers in the six-man tag were prepared to start the pay-per-view, but that turned out to be unnecessary. Punk and Joe opened the show as planned after Samoa Joe spoke with Punk. Multiple sources have confirmed. So again, that was because of Samoa Joe actually speaking to Punk, which does line up with previous reports that we spoke about earlier on that imply that Samoa Joe really acted as a peacekeeper of sorts and actually facilitated this match actually happening and opening up the show at Wembley Stadium. To the credit of both Punk and Joe, their match took place without issue. The timing of the ongoing investigation adds a complicating factor for the suspended talents. AEW, of course, holds 3 live shows in Chicago this week: Dynamite on Wednesday, Collision on Saturday, and the All Out pay-per-view on Sunday, and Punk's presence in his hometown is a massive draw. As of right now, it's unknown how long the investigation will last. Of course, they're going to continue to cover this story as it develops, as are we. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select has also provided a bit of an update when it comes to the suspension rumours. He has said that CM Punk and Jack Perry are suspended per Sports Illustrated and Brian Alvarez. There was word early Monday that both Perry and CM Punk were suspended pending an investigation of their physical incident at AEW All In. Now, Sean Ross Sapp says Fightful had heard rumours of a suspension before it was said that some of the top names had even spoke to CM Punk themselves, suggesting that some of the top talent had spoken to Punk and then relayed it to Fightful, Brian Alvarez, and others that indeed Punk had said that he was suspended. Brian Alvarez posted the news on Monday, which Sports Illustrated confirmed just a few minutes ago at the time recording this video. According to Sean Ross Sapp, this affects the immediate plans for creative, including this weekend's AEW All Out card, card where Punk had been planned to perform. There is no word on the length of the suspension. So indeed, CM Punk was planned to perform this weekend at AEW All Out at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. As of right now, not going to happen. He is suspended. There's no word on the length of the suspensions. There's no word on the length of the investigation or anything like that. But as of right now, CM Punk and Jack Perry have both been suspended. Now, we did speak about this earlier on, but it's quite I think poignant to point it out here as well. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, there's some more details on actually, again, what happened, or at least the reaction to what happened at the weekend. Now, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, there was a lot of eye-rolling and, quote, this again type of responses to the Punk altercation. Punk's side of the story involved in all of this is very, very clear, though more information on the other side of the story that's starting to come out, but it's a bit slower. One source has said, quote, with 100% certainty, Jack Perry didn't throw the first punch. Punk shoved him and put him in a choke. Depending on who you speak to, accounts have said that Punk shoved, pie-faced, or even threw a punch. The situation happened between, as I mentioned, the end of Perry's match, which was for the FTW Championship on the 0-hour pre-show, and Punk's, with that being the opening match of the main All-In card for the Real World Championship, with one account claiming Samoa Joe was trying to be a peacemaker and keep others out, which is something that Sports Illustrated now is also saying that he was really the facilitator to getting their match to actually take place when it was originally scheduled to be taking place. Several accounts claim that Punk asked Perry if they had a problem, and Perry said that Punk started something online regarding the real/fake glass story, and that was his receipts, as reported by PW Torch. Perry reportedly, and again, this is a key aspect of this too, had told a couple of people he was planning to make a comment during the match. Now, what we don't know is if this comment was approved by AEW producers or coaches. Logic would suggest probably not, considering the drama, and once again, some may look at that as Jack Perry initiating or escalating the situation. But again, we don't know how much the coaches, producers, or production staff at AEW actually knew about this. A reminder again, when it comes to all of this reporting, none of the reporters were backstage for the altercation. There are eyewitnesses that were, but you have to look at the way that they're looking at things. They're perceiving things. People have friends, people have people that they like and they don't like, and it's important whenever you do these kind of videos not to endorse either side as being the gospel truth. As I always say, there are three sides to every story. There's one side, the other side, and the truth that lays somewhere in between. Many situations like this are going to be inconsistent depending on which side you hear from and which people they're friends with. People close to Punk say there wasn't much communication between he and Tony Khan after the incident. Punk has went as far as telling people, quote, and this was something we spoke earlier on today about, that, quote, he hates this place as a result of the constant issues within All Elite Wrestling. However, naturally, many people within the company say he's plenty responsible for some of those issues as well. Neither CM Punk and Jack Perry were at the AEW All-In after party, and Punk headed out of London Monday afternoon. As was reported by Nick Houseman of House of Wrestling, both Perry and Punk were told they should leave Wembley at different times to make things easier. Jack Perry left much earlier than CM Punk. There has been reports that they were both escorted from the stadium via security as well. And once again, Fightful Select are confirming PW Torch's report that the production team, as Sports Illustrated mentioned earlier on too, was informed of a possible match order switch because of the situation, with the Golden Elite match being considered to be moved up. Of course, that wasn't the case, but certainly it was something that was considered and discussed prior to CM Punk going on. So there you go. That's the latest when it comes to that. Didn't intend on making this video this early, but it is a developing news story, and the news is the news. I want to get it to you as quickly and accurately as possible if I can. So that is the latest. It's now been confirmed by multiple outlets. CM Punk and Jack Perry have been suspended by All Elite Wrestling pending an investigation into their physical altercation backstage this past weekend at All In at Wembley Stadium in London. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the suspensions? What are your thoughts on how this affects creative going forward? What do you think the outcome of the investigation should be? What does it mean about the future for CM Punk and Jack Perry in All Elite Wrestling? Let me know your thoughts as always in the comment section below. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.